Hey YouTube, this is your boy TZO1021 coming back at you. And you know what? This is my second video on the Imaginext DC superheroes. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to all the people, about 9,000 of you actually, who has stopped by. You were looking for the product and you stopped on my page, and I'm very grateful for you guys stopping by. It's been almost a year since I did a video, and you know what? I've been encouraged by your viewership. So I said to myself, hey self, let's give the people what they want. They want to know more about the products that's out there. Let's give it to them. So let me just give you a little review of what's in my toy box. It's not necessarily a review of the actual product itself, the toys, but it's just what I have. But one day eventually I will go into detail on a review. So what we have here, first of all, we have by Imaginext. That's official price line. We have Batman. Now Batman has decent articulation. You know, it's a child's product, but it's still very suitable for the collector in you. He sits down, so he does pretty well there. His cape is of a fabric. It's nice and it's pretty cool, very playable. Batman has these nice arms here, move up and down, they rotate. Now his head doesn't turn, you know, that's just the way it is. And hopefully you could get a good view there. Well, my camera's not exactly cooperating, but hopefully you get the gist. And he is pretty cool. Next up we have his arch nemesis. Now I put the knife there. It's a little knife I got from Playmobil. It was with one of my sets, and it fit pretty well in his hand. So just like Heath Ledger's Joker, I gave my Joker a blade to play with, and this is what I came up with. The Joker has his nice little smile there going. He too also had the similar articulation, same articulation, and you know, he can do battle with Batman, try and cut him, and hopefully Batman can win the day. And then I have the Penguin. Penguin, he's one of my favorite. When for those of you who have your imagination and you do a little bio background on the Penguin, you know, he's a financier. So he might be able to finance the, who knows, the guys, the bad guys, you know. Convince them to work for him, he'll pay them off and, you know, rob a few banks and whatever have you. I like the fact that Penguin has his pot belly, as he actually does in like the comic books and the cartoons. Now the Penguin, he does not sit down. It's not a big deal for me. It might be a big deal for others, but you know, it is what it is. Now let me say something about these guys. There's like the DC Justice League New 52. If you want, I do know that those are going for like, you know, more than $10 a pop. And if you want to have this similar feel of having a Batman, a Joker, and other Bat family bad guys and good guys in Justice League, I'm going to get into that one day. I'll definitely do a video on the Justice League, also put out by Imaginext. You can have that at a fraction of the cost. Most of the action figures, they're sold for about $6 to $7 each. You know, $6.99, $7.99, depending on where you go. I normally start off at Target. Many Targets have a very healthy collection. You can still get these. They're one in a pack. They do come with an accessory. Batman comes with a Batarang. The Joker, I got him in a, you know, in a blister pack. He came with a little bat pack too, and also the Penguin. He came with 2 penguins, so you can get these guys. So now, not to be outdone by Imaginext DC, Hasbro Playskool has done something the same way. Guess what they've done? This is Spider-Man, we have Green Goblin, and we have Rhino. These are the ones, they're called Marvel Superhero Adventures by Playskool. It's a product line by Hasbro, and Hasbro has done something very similar. Just like with their Marvel Legends line, you can, as a collector, have that same type of theme where you have thumbs up from Spider-Man. You have your Spider-Man, you have Green Goblin, you also have Rhino. He looks pretty good. Let's go through what they can do. Similar to the Superhero Squad action figures, it takes somewhat similar to them from the mold, but with more articulation. Spider-Man's wrist can rotate, so you can have him shoot a web like that. Yeah, shoot a web that way. Speak to the hand. And his head turns 360. He can sit down. This is one of the Spider-Man action figures you can get with the Crime Cruiser. It's like a painted Spider-Man car. It was in my previous video, and I'm definitely going to take the time to go over that particular vehicle one more time. You do get different variants of Spider-Man. For instance, this Spider-Man here, let's see, how close can we get there? I don't have focus. This is my my little flip camera, doesn't have focus on. But anyway, you might be able to see the grooves here. It look like webbing from Spider-Man's on his costume. And you know, one comes with the little web design on the boots and wherever you see red. And there's another Spider-Man, another variant that's just all smooth. So, really Spider-Man there. One of my favorite is Green Goblin. He does come with his little jet ski thing that he flies on, just in the comic books. He has a nice little pack here. There's attached, but it's a nice looking, it just looks nice on him, you know. He has a nice, he rotates his wrist, just like Spider-Man does. Has his pumpkin, so you could pretend he's going to throw the pumpkin this way. He might lob it that way. Whatever you might want to do as a pose, he is ready to take on Spider-Man. And whoever else may get in his way as well. There's Captain America, Wolverine, Silver Surfer, Iron Man, and the Incredible Hulk, or just Hulk, also in this product line. And they're a lot of fun. And last but not least, one of my favorite Spider-Man nemesis, we have Rhino, who actually came in a 2-pack with Spider-Man. So we have Rhino, also the articulation of the wrist, and his arm rotate and extends out. He also sits down. There's also a product where it says Toys R Us exclusive, where he comes with his own vehicle. Rhino has his nice rhino head with the horn there. I don't know if you can see the little red eye there. Forgive me if my camera, again, not the best in the world. And this is what he looks like, coming charging at Spider-Man. And the size variation is pretty cool, you know. So we can see here, he does tower over Spider-Man. It's pretty scaled up pretty well. And if you really want to, you can actually include these guys, incorporate them in your battle play. And, you know, it works pretty well still. It works pretty well. So, yes, Playskool and Imaginext, you can play with these little action figures. They're about 3 inches tall. I measure them this way because your finger is actually 3 inches. And the playability is good. Now, of course, now the articulation side. Playskool wins. Again, Hasbro, the way they do things, you have more rotation. If Imaginext was to do a little bit more and cause the wrists of their Batman superheroes to rotate the way the wrists on the Marvel superheroes rotate, it would be an absolute plus. You can definitely cause these two guys to grapple. It's a good idea. I mean, it works out. And you also have these two maniacs. They can grapple. They can be friends. Whatever you want them to be. You know what? You will notice one is a little taller than the other. The Imaginext, which is the DC line, tends to be a little taller than the Playskool line. And you know what? It's not that drastic of a difference. And I think as a collector, you might be able to appreciate this. And, you know, just have fun. Just have fun. Bear in mind that these were, yes, of course, they're originally made for children. But, you know, as a collector, you can enjoy them just the same. And that's what I've been doing. Because, honestly, you know what? Not everyone have the finances to go and get the Marvel Select and all the other great products that's out there. DC 52, Justice League, and whatever have you. And you know what? I'm one of those people that if I could find something simple to get the same effect or similar effect, I would do so. So to my collectors, the playability on these, if you like to pose them, if you like to play with them, they do offer you a fun factor. I can't go on a scale of 1 to 10 because everyone's idea of what play factor is different. I know I'm entertained. I do play with mine. And I am thoroughly entertained. And I'm entertained for at least a good full hour. And I do sit down, I write a little script, write a little plot. Dr. Doom, who's from the Playskool section, he's my master planner. And, you know, this guy from the DC Imaginext, he's a master planner, but he also finances everything as well. But we'll get into that, doing a more thorough, in-depth review on both products and each individual figure as time goes on. Now, for parents out there who have children, these are, you know, it's the best I could tell. They're a lot of fun. The paint don't rub off, so you don't have to worry about the toxic situation going on. You know, you might be skeptical, honestly, with the Imaginext because they use a kind of a shiny plastic gloss as opposed to, you see that is more shine than this. Well, from here, you know, my camera, go back to the camera, but the Marvel, they use a flat paint while this use more of a glossy paint. So hopefully it's not as toxic or whatever have you if you're conscious of that kind of thing, as most people are these days, and you should be. Especially if the products are made in a particular area outside of the U.S. But other than that, they are a lot of fun. There's many vehicles to be offered. And, you know, both kids from age 3 to 93 can enjoy these. And collectors, you know what? Don't sleep on these. They're good. Pick up a battle pack. You know, Spider-Man versus Rhino or Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. Those are 2 packs that are available. And give it a try. I'm very sure you would not regret it. And listen, YouTube, I thank you very much for watching. I am definitely going to come back with another review. This was just a review of what's in my toy box. It's just a small sample. Nothing too big. I just want to keep it simple right now. And I will be back with another review. Each individual figure, each vehicle. And I will let you know any other ideas and stuff that's coming about, any new products that's coming out from either company, and keep you abreast of what's going on. Thank you very much, YouTube, for your time. This is TZO 1021 signing off. Have a great day, and make minds marvel.